Good morning, just finished my first night shift at the Nightingale Hospital. I think what hit me today was the amount of patients I was looking after who were key workers, frontline staff, etc. And they're just going to work, doing a job they love, and no one deserves to be that sick. Nobody deserves that. The scale of it is just really hitting me. And times that by 200. Whoa, that was so surreal walking into the NHS Nightingale Hospital, which, when it's finished, will be the biggest hospital in the world. Mad. So I'm in the hotel room, I'm just cracking on with some of these e-learning modules we have to do. They cover everything from like basic life support, chest compressions, mouth care, catheter care, right through to ventilation.
This morning, just 9 days after being announced, officially opened by Prince Charles after his recent diagnosis.
I was one of the lucky ones to have COVID-19 relatively mildly. But for some, it will be a much harder journey.
I got up at 6, showered, hoop earrings off, all the kind of standard nursing stuff. Although we are quite near the XL, kind of for safety really, TfL have put on some buses for us. So we have to get a bus at 7:10, start the day for 8, get our scrubs, get changed obviously, get everything into a locker, and then we finish at 8:30.
There are very rigorous steps to getting what we call fit tested. They spray this Bitrex spray, and if you can taste the spray, then that obviously means you don't have a good seal. If you fail the fit test, you will be sent home. You can't work. I just feel lucky because I've never experienced a problem with PPE, so I feel very lucky and protected.
So I kept reflecting a lot last night and computing everything. And the thing that stuck out for me was receiving that first patient and how silent and fluid it all was. So the patient was not screaming in pain or breathless or angry, sad. He's on a ventilator, intubated, the infusion pumps are going. And his life is really, literally in our hands, and very surreal.
When the patient comes to us, they're from intensive care, not breathing for themselves, but the aim is then that their oxygen requirements will be reduced, and then you can safely extubate them. You can take the tubes out. They won't need the ventilator. They will be breathing for themselves, and then eating, drinking, recovering, feeling fitter and stronger, and then leaving the hospital, going home to be with their friends and family. That is the aim, and I can't wait for that. That's what I'm here for. And you know, for sure there is going to be some sad stories, but you kind of don't let that govern everything. We try and think, okay, maybe for every death there'll be 1 or 2 positives and people that survive and walk out the door.
Day 2 done. I gotta be honest, I am shattered. I've got a real issue with my face where the masks are. I've had a mild elastic allergy like all my life, but because of the duration and the pressure with the masks, it is absolutely burning my skin. At lunchtime I put plasters on my face, and it's helped the kind of abrasiveness, but I could definitely feel this kind of irritation, like you're stood there sweating and you want to drink more because you're so hot, but you just can't. I feel really dehydrated. Been a bit busier today and had more new patients, and they're doing well.
You've got sort of 42 beds in a long strip. You'll be working in a bay of about 6 patients. As an RN, a registered nurse, I take 3 patients, another registered nurse takes 3 patients, and then you have a whole team of doctors, anaesthetists, a critical care nurse, a matron overseeing that bay. And the teamwork and cohesion is amazing. Morale is super high, everyone's enthusiastic.
I feel personally so strongly and passionately about community and helping and courage and perseverance, and this place is everything I stand for.
It's a huge, daunting place to most of the public, probably. But actually, for me, when I'm inside there, I think everyone is so on board and so passionate about helping these people. That for me is my favourite thing about this hospital, the team. I'm proud, yeah. I'm very proud to be a nurse and work for the NHS and be doing this, yeah.